Hey guys, welcome back to Itiri TV. My name is Itiri. If you've been following me since last year, you know that I have a slight affinity for keychains, bag charms, and anything with cute kawaii characters or capybara. I'm getting into Hello Kitty, trying not to, but I am. She got me. And so many other cute little characters. I kept teasing about making a colossal keychain for to use basically as a garland to go across some of my craft desks, just so I could have all my keychains laid out and looking pretty. So I want to make a couple of different keychains, colossal keychains. Not sure if they'll be in both in this video, but I'm going to start the process. So the first one, or one of the ones I'm thinking about doing, is going to be basically connecting these two pant chains that I got from TJ Maxx. These were $12.99 a piece. I love how long these are going to stretch. So linking these together, linking this Hello Kitty in between, and we already have what looks like, a garland with the charms on it. But I also have these other keychains that I got to add charms in between. I wasn't originally going to use these. These are from the Dollar General for $1. I wasn't originally going to use these in my keychain project because they're so cute. I kind of wanted to put them on my purses, but they're the perfect size to use as like garland ornaments. So I'll probably link these on this one as well. I also have these two to stretch this chain across. So I'll probably link this one and this one on the keychain base and end up putting other little ornaments in between as well to make it real just chunky and outlandish. So that'll be the first keychain. I do also have these keychain clips from my crafty friend Amira. These are heavy duty. I absolutely love these. But I think I'm going to save these for my keychain dangle project that I'm going to make. I think I'm going to make a massive keychain dangle and link a bunch of different keychains on this one. So I do have my astronauts that I purchased from Ross for only $4.99. I will probably include these as ornaments with these on this particular garland. So that'll start that garland. And then for my kawaii characters, I'm absolutely in love with all of my kawaii characters. I do have some capybara keychains that look like this, but the keychains are brown and they don't match this pink and purple like aesthetic that's going on with these kawaii characters. So I'm going to leave capybara out of this one. But what I think I want to do is I want to link, and I'm going to do it very simply. I'm not going to use the key rings to link because I just don't feel like dealing with opening the key rings. I'm going to use these pieces to link them. And what I basically just want to do is just link everything across from each other. So just link these two across and just keep going with the kawaii characters. And I want to make a kawaii keychain garland. Now, if it's not long enough, I may go ahead and add some of the other keychains that I have. This is just a small portion of my keychain collection. And I love keychains. So I'm going to attempt to build the base of the first one first, I think, and then I'll check back in with you. So these astronauts are actually lip glosses, but I'm not going to use them as lip glosses. I'm going to use them as ornaments because I love them so much. Okay, I actually thought this open. This was tied. I'm actually going to put this one aside and I'm going to cut this one apart and use the beads for a bead project. I really like these beads, so I'm not going to include this one. Y'all, the zip ties on these keychains are the worst to try to open. Like opening these keychains, these bag charms, and this is a pant charm, but it is difficult. So this is the base. If you don't like random clinking sounds, just exit the video. This is how long this is. You can't even see how long, but it does stretch across this whole particular table. So this is definitely long enough for my tables. And like these zip ties right here, I got to figure out a better way to open these. Well, these have a little bit longer so I can cut through, but these have been difficult to open. So I think what I'm going to do is just put these astronauts. I think I'm going to put the astronauts somewhere. Let me figure it out. These keychain loops on the astronauts are a little rinky-dink. They're a little cheaply made from Ross, but that's fine. I probably need to move that one over. My God, people. I really like the hook for the balloon dogs. If I don't break it, but they're easier to hook, but I may have broken this one. Okay, I didn't break it. It's just this was too thick for it. So I put a balloon dog at each like intersection of the linking chain. And it doesn't matter if some of the, like these little rinky-dink keychains on these astronauts are fine because it's just going to be laying on my desk. So that's going to be the base for the first Garland. I'm going to try to link all of my Kawaii characters together and then show you what it's looking like. Whew. Okay, y'all. So I tried to do this in the most simplest way where it would be easy for me to unlink these if I want to use them as like purse charms. So I was using this hook to try to link on the band here. For some of the little icons, I had to hook them in between the band, like these little camera keychain icons here. I had to loop that one just on the loop because it didn't have a band. But this is pretty long. I am going to stretch it out for you to see. I've got Hello Kitty. I've got My Melody on the end. My Melody is my favorite Hello Kitty character. And then on the second end, woo, these are heavy duty keychains. They've got some nice weight to them. And then on the other end, we got this Kawaii popsicle cutie here. I am saving all of my packaging to journal with. Look at how cute this packaging is. It's front and back. The zip ties, unhooking everything with the zip ties has been the hardest part of this. It was not easy unhooking some of these things. I did break a part of that dam bar keychain I have. This is actually one of my favorite keychains, and I didn't break the part that I cared about the most. So I didn't break the dam bar part, but the part that this little bear was on with the lip gloss, we did have some losses here when I was undoing the zip tie. So I don't know if I'm actually going to even use this lip gloss, but it's cute. So we did have some losses there, but I'm going to stretch this out so you can see. This is going to be the start of my Kawaii keychain and the start of my other one. And I'll probably add on to it throughout the year and see how big I can make it. But I'm trying to make sure I can just link them easily. Because when I first did the Hello Kitty ones, I linked Hello Kitty to My Melody. I linked them with this part of the keychain. And I was like, oh, heck no. Oh, heck no. I had to use my teeth. You probably see the lip gloss on my gloves. I had to use my teeth to open these rings whenever I had to use the ring to hook something together. So this was not the way I wanted to go. It's very difficult to open these rings. But I linked those two together like that. But mostly everybody else is linked with just the simple hook. So I'm going to stretch this out so you guys can see it. Excuse my shadow, but I'm really impressed with how long these keychains came out. This is one of my larger craft tables that I have this laid out on, and you guys, these are super long. So I'm going to continue to make them chunkier. And that first one will just be the base of a bunch of other keychains that I plan to link on it throughout the year. All these cute characters. On this Kawaii keychain. The donuts are really neat because I don't know if you can see that like little seashell on the donuts. My favorite keychain on this one is Dam Bar. This is my favorite on this one. I actually want another one of these if I can find more variations of this one. I really love how cute this one is. This is my favorite. I also love My Melody. I love these drinks. Look at these drinks. You can press this. These are like little games. You can tear that out to actually play the little game, but I'm not going to do that. I do also love this little bear. So I'm going to build on to these keychains. I really desire to link all of my favorite keychains together, and so I'm finally doing it. And I'm not sure ultimately which desks these will stay on. Probably this one when I want to add some decoration or some background, some chunkiness. I love those balloon dogs. But this is the beginning. I will try to add on to these keychains throughout this year. If I make any major progress, I'll come back and do a part 2, but I'm very excited about this. I'm planning to start a very large keychain dangle as well. So I'm going to do a video for that. If you made it to the end of the video, go ahead and put some donuts and some ice cream in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.